The Nets play before the hometown crowd. We've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against Sacramento. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easy.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
He'll be the Nets off the tip.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
Nets leading by 7. Well, the Toronto Raptors guys looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than...
Raptors 5 right now. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Insanity, he's checked in for Toronto. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter.
When you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995, it was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Torontosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
Here is Lowry, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Williams double team. Lopez kicks to Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. A 3 ball. Can't get it to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Well, you talk about the branding of this Raptors team, the new uniforms. Of course, we saw the Toronto-bred rapper Drake at a lot of their games sitting courtside, and they had the playoff run last year. This is, I think, an up-and-coming franchise with a lot of appeal.
Now here's Williams. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And, Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates. And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
And a loss like that, guys, you just got to flush it down the toilet and put it behind you.
Yeah, you do, Steve, but it's much easier said than done. I mean, it's hard not to dwell on the type of poor performance it was for them.
Nets leading by 5. Lopez outside, back to Williams. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez, no luck. Raptors trail by 5. DeRozan passes to Lowry. Here's Insanity. That 3 off the mark. Brooklyn's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Williams dishes to Young. Back to Williams. Lets it go from 11. The shot is off.
Well, I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Coming up next Monday night, February 2nd, Victor Oladipo and the Orlando Magic take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, Clark and Steve, what do you guys think about this for Brooklyn? Brook Lopez is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Young comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Anderson in for Darren Williams. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Insanity in at the 3.
Jarrett Jack, a versatile combo guard, can guard 1s or 2s. He's 6'3", but very strong, so he's able to defend shooting guards pretty well.
Now here's Valanciunas. Lopez covering. Pass to Lowry. Feeds it to DeRozan. off target with his 3.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Rebound by the Raptors. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, DeMar DeRozan with great size at the shooting guard position. Recently, he's looked to exploit that advantage in the post. He said, quote, I look at guys like Kobe, and as they started to get older, they got better in the low block. I looked at it as, quote, if I get better at it now, that's going to be a benefit for me later. Guys, he's already seeing the dividends paid.
Getting close range buckets and getting to the line, Doris. That's helping his efficiency. Thanks. Passes it to Insanity. From beyond the arc. The rebound by Anderson. Nets leading by 3. And Jack kicks to Young. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Lowry. Right now averaging 15 points a game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jack passes to Plumlee. Into Brook Lopez.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Outside Lowry. With 1 on the clock, cannot hit.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Nets lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, what are the...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of
Substitution. Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
Lopez. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Young. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Alan Anderson. And then for Toronto, Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Jarrett Jack is out there with Darren Williams. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Insanity, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And here is Ross, averaging 8 points a game. Now the pass to Insanity. The feed to Ross. Toronto working the ball around now. Offensive rebound, Johnson. Jordan with some nice D. Brooklyn leading by 4. Johnson dishes to Jack. Johnson right side. From about 16. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ross with it. 1:35 left in the third. Insanity, the pass to Ross. Clock at 4. From deep, Williams. And he gets it to go. Williams has got 12 in the game.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down. Lou Williams at 6'1", about 175 pounds, a scoring guard in a point guard's body. He's best playing off the ball offensively, but guarding the point guard defensively, so you often see him cross-matched with opponents.
Now, Ross. Back to Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And you mentioned Lou Williams, a scoring guard, but his scoring rate, Clark, down over the last couple. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
No, not at all. Not a real chance of getting back in it at this point.
Yeah. Steve, you think it's over?
No, it's over. This lead is just too much for them to deal with.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Insanity, he's in at 3. He's out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Williams at the point. So Johnson hits 2 of them. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Ross. Here's Insanity. No good there. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.